Guys, welcome to the show. Hey, I thought I would do something a little bit different today. I am in the living room. It is overcast. Right now, it's not overcast, but in the other direction, I can see because I went outside this morning. I could see. Guys, welcome to the show. Checking the sound. Hey. I saw the clouds are coming from that way. You can't see it out of my windows. Mm, picked up some beautiful papaya. This is called poleo or polio. It's like grapefruit. So it's got all these fibers in it, right? Like orange. Looks like grapefruit, has no taste. Really juicy, no flavor, but it has a lot of fiber and it's very healthy. And of course, my pineapple. I love pineapple. Lots of flavor. Chris, how are you? Good to see you. Bam Bam. Always happy to see you, brother. Thanks for the email. I truly have no problem in helping you out. A lot of people are reaching out to me these days saying hi on the channel. Um, what do you guys think of the new banner and thumbnail? The Sammi thumbnail. What do you think of the new YouTube title thumbnails? Yeah, I love to have fruit for breakfast. Every day I have fruit for breakfast. Every morning, without question. First thing in the morning, cup of coffee, 1 teaspoon of sugar. That's the only sugar I have all day long. Like artificial, not artificial, or like whatever, like sugar. If there's sugar added in my food and my natural sugars in my fruit, I mean, that's natural, but refined sugar and it's brown sugar. Um, yeah, Chris, wasn't too sure what you were trying to ask me there, but please let me know how I can help out. Um, yeah, and I wanted to get mangoes because mangoes are so cheap, but it's so hard to cut. And I don't want to buy cut fruit because it's just so expensive. Mm, sorry. I don't mean expensive. It's just it's cheaper to buy it whole than cut it when you want. So let me take you on a tour real quick, guys. Show you around some of the things I've done to the apartment. Sound is good. The video is good. All right. So as you can see, it's my workstation. This is where I sit and work, right? And I have a view outside. That's the view. So I keep the windows open. I have a TV. I have a giant TV. I've never turned it on. Never turned it on. I have no idea if it even works. Living room is all set up. I moved the table over, so I have all this open space. As you can see, I have all this open area that I can just walk through. I have a couch and a table here. This is my shopping cart. So, like I said, think of it like a carry-on with a top. So I take this thing with me. It's very light, as you can see. It's got good wheels. And I take that and I go shopping with that. the Filipino flag here. This is like where I leave all my junk when I come in the door. At least up here. Got the entranceway, got the motorcycle stuff over there. I got 2 cabinets, water bottles, workout mat. I bought these floor mats. I bought 3 floor mats. One in the bedroom over there, one in the kitchen over here. I want to get one like right here. And then I have one in the bathroom over there. It's I have to work on the bathroom. So the bathroom, like, it's nice and clean. You got, the shelf over there that I bought. I bought this shower curtain and shower holder. I bought a new shower head. And I have a little mirror in there for shaving. But I have to clean the tub. The tub is a mess. Then obviously I keep bumping into this door frame. Because this door frame, if you look, I only have, that's how much space I have between the door and the door frame. It's not a standard door frame. It's much shorter. So if you're a big person, you're not going to fit in here. Let me measure that. Hold on a second. I want to measure it. So my 58 square meters. Please don't fall. So 58, 58 from frame to frame. The door sticks out a little. So from the door to the door frame, it's only 21 centimeters, 21 inches, or 54 centimeters. That much. You have space. You have 2 inches of border there to get through this door. Now this door, same thing, 28, just under 22 inches of space to walk through. That's not easy. And I keep bumping into it. It's the funniest thing. Even Paul's house has that. So bathroom. One thing you have to get in your bathroom when you come here is one of these little dehumidifier boxes. It's charcoal. It collects all the humidity because the fan in here does absolutely nothing. Right? I want to leave the fan on all day long. You see the quality of this place? I don't know if you can see it, but the light is falling out. I tried to fix it, couldn't fix it. The light in the hallway is falling out. I do love the one thing is that these lights here, they have this like dimmer kind of setting. If you flick the switch, it has 4 different settings from light to heavy. And this is what I was telling you guys about my condo. So I live down this hallway. At the emergency exit here, no one's living here. No one's living here. And then the next unit down there, there's 2 units right there. That's the elevator hallway right there. Those 2 units, both are empty. One of them is the doors unlocked. You can just walk right in. I am getting a smart lock next week. I love this. This is the one thing I love about this place. Look at this. So I have an outdoor laundry room. So there's a laundry machine, my drying rack, and this is my recycling bin. I bought a recycling bin and just throw all my recycling in here. I have a shelf here for all of my stuff, my mop, and my sleeper. Laundry is right here. Then I bought this pole. This is the shower pole that you can put with the shower curtain, and this is where I hang all my clothes to dry. And I have the other one, the drying rack right there. Everything fits perfectly in here. Something going on at the next condo. That's why the noise is so bad over there. Let's go take a look at. I don't know if you can see the view from here, but this is the bedroom. It is a corner suite. This is an M unit. M is on the right-hand side of each tower, and I'm in tower C. So I got an extra large bed. It's 200 centimeters by 200 centimeters. It's square, and it sits on a riser. I bought these sheer curtains. So this one is perfectly non-see-through. This one is a little bit see-through. And then the one in the living room is really see-through. So that, obviously for privacy. They had these curtains right here. You only need one per panel. So you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 in the living room. I took down all of the curtains. I have 15 extra sitting under the sink. That's why the thing pulled out of its socket. It pulled out because it was so heavy with all these heavy curtains. So this is the balcony. And I have a chair perfectly in here. You guys saw it on the last live stream. So this is my view. You can hear the noise. That's a generator over there powering 8 Newtown. That's their power generator. So there's some power issues going on at 8 Newtown. So this is 8 Newtown. This is tower B, and behind it, you can't see, is tower A. That's 8 Newtown building 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 1 Manchester, tower A, and behind it is tower B. And right in there, you can see the construction of the Costa Vita or Positano. I can't remember. That's tower B of the new construction. You can see the pilings going in over there. And there's Cebu City. And off to the right, you can see the airport. Those curved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings that you can see right there before the towers, that is the airport. I think you might be able to see a yellow and white airplane there. Right? That's the airport. And then beyond the airport is the channel and Cebu City. It's a little foggy today, but you can see the mountains. The mountains are beautiful. And this is my area here. And there's my swimming pool down there. So this is the view. And then on this side, I have the ocean view. You can see the ocean. You can see, and on a clear day today, I don't know why, you can see all the way across the channel or ocean to Bohol. You can see all the way to Bohol, and that's southern Lapu-Lapu Island. That's Cordoba, all the way down on the other end there. You can't see the Cordoba bridge there. It's too far to see with this camera, but I can see the Cordoba bridge from here. The CLLX. This green building is a nightclub karaoke style. It's call it a KTV. It's a Korean karaoke bar. I'm not sure what this white building is, but I know the tall tower there is empty. That's a development there, but that tall tower is empty. This one has people in it, and that tower there, that all by itself, is empty. And over there, that's the Reef or Tambuli. think that is Tambuli and the Reef. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's Tambuli. The black one is Tambuli, and the one in front I can't remember. And then you have more condos down there. I can't remember what those are. I should actually find out what they are. But this is my view. This is why I live here. This is why I chose to pay this amount and live here, because I have all of this positive things that I enjoy to look at, right? I enjoy them. Um, there we go. Let's look at, yeah, sugar. I don't like sugar a lot because number one, it's refined. I haven't eaten plastic food in years. Processed food. Now, okay, I'm talking processed food as a staple. Every single day eating something processed. Now, I have semi-processed cheese, right? It's cheddar cheese, but it's produced. It's not the cheese slices, the plastic cheese slices. No, 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 no. This is a block of cheddar cheese. It is processed somewhat, but it's predominantly cheddar cheese. I need the calcium. I like cheddar cheese. I like the yellow cheddar cheese. I don't like the white one. And I use Tex-Mex or mozzarella on my eggs a little bit because number one, I like it. Number two, the fats are good for you. Some fats are good for you, and the calcium. All right, so let's go through the comments, and I want to talk about my food because that's what I want to talk about today. It's like how I'm living every day. Uh, Chris, I didn't see the link. I think maybe it was held. Possible income streams. Yeah, you know, here's what I'm going to be careful about. I've been approached by certain sponsors to promote for a commission. I don't do commissions. You want me to promote, you pay me for my time. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. You know, crypto stuff and online dating stuff and these fake scams and stuff. So I'm not saying what you're doing is a scam. I'm saying is that there's a lot of get rich quick stuff out there. And we come from a generation that says, you know what, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You know, um, it probably is. Yeah, Bam Bam. The mangoes are so good. It's just impossible to cut. I have to learn how to cut them, and my friend Joy is going to teach me how to do it. You guys have seen the kids, Yana and Steph, and their mom Joy is a friend of ours. Is a family friend of mine and Paul's, and he's known her for a long time. And we sponsor the kids for school. Um, Yana's a little pain in my butt, but she's a sweetheart. She's 10 years old. She's such a good kid. And I really enjoy her company. I'm trying to, even though like I'm not her father, I'm trying to be a role model for her and teach her how to be a good human being, you know, how to be polite, say please, say thank you, say have a nice day, you know, and you know, how to be a proper person because she doesn't have a father figure in her life and her mom works two jobs. So there's not that I'm not faulting. I'm not faulting at all. I'm trying to contribute, although it's not my place and I don't I don't tell her right from wrong. I show her how to be a good person by acting the same way. I say, when you meet someone, you should look at them and say please and thank you. That's a good thing to do. I don't tell her that's what she should do. I show her how being a good person is a nice thing. And I've said to her mom, if I cross the line, let me know. She goes, no, I really appreciate it because you're doing it out of love. And I never touch the child. I don't ever discipline her, but I say to her verbally, I say, you know, um, Paul and I got her a phone, a cheap little phone. It was like $40. So she wouldn't fight with her sister because they're always fighting over things. I mean, that's what a 10-year-old does. Okay. I'm trying to teach her to grow up so she can be independent. Mm. But I told her mom that she was getting a case for her phone, a Hello Kitty case. And he found out. Her mom told her because she didn't like the case that she had because it's those waterproof ones. I just got her a temporary one until she gets her case. But I didn't tell her she's getting a case because I wanted to surprise her because her older sister gets everything. And I wanted her to have something special so that she could feel special, and I don't want her to have anticipation because she always she always wants things now. So she found out, but yesterday she was at the pool with us and she's like, oh, can you show me a picture? Can you show me a picture? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I go, if you ask me again, and if I was going to get you one, I would refund it. So do you want to wait or do you want me to refund it? You have those two choices. She goes, I'll wait. So if you ask me again, what's going to happen? You're going to refund it. So are you going to ask me again? No. I come to her with logic, not emotion. I don't get angry at her. I speak to her like an adult. I treat her like an adult. I don't find it when people talk to children like babies. They're not babies. They're little humans. If you treat them with respect and like little humans, they will act like little humans. I'm a kind of an authoritative adult because I was a teacher. I had to be. To maintain control of 10, 20 kids, you have to be authoritative. You don't yell. You don't be angry. You don't be mean. You just be strict. And with her, she's learned 3, 2, 1. She knows. Like she was doing something. I said, stop. And she looked at me and she kept doing it. I go, 3, 2, 1, immediately stop. Mm. Yeah, Chris, I bought myself a new motorcycle, not a bike. I have overspent. I spent about $2,000 on the bike and parts and accessories and equipment. Half of the stuff is still on the way here, like accessories for the bike helmet, gloves, a backseat rest, saddlebags, a bottle holder, a phone holder, an Insta360 holder, a shroud for the instrument panel. I'm thinking about getting a shroud for the headlamp, make it look more like a Harley. Bumper guards for the front. I'm going to get next year or spring, I'm going to get a tune-up. Or I'm going to get it tuned so I can increase the power. It is available. It's a 200cc, but it's a high-end 200cc. Very powerful. And then also I want to get the muffler exhaust modified so that it has a deeper sound because it's a very clean sound right now. I don't like that. So Bam Bam, you are the size of this place is 58 square meters or about 560 square feet. It is the largest unit, one bedroom unit in Mactan Newtown. There are larger ones in Manchester, and there are larger manufactured ones where they take this unit and a next door unit. So they'll take this one bedroom and a studio next door and combine them to about 95, 100 square meters. It becomes a two bed. Thank you, Chris. The apartment feels great. I'm not a big, like, I don't like a lot of kitsch around, like a lot of things. I like to keep the counters clean. Like you saw my living room table, that's cluttered to me. The only place I don't mind a little bit of clutter is my office desk because I'm always here using it. But if I'm not using it, I like things put away. I even have a projector. I even brought my projector from Sri Lanka. I haven't used it yet. It's if I have people over. Okay, and the reason people ask me, they say, why did you get such a big place if you're just a single guy? Because eventually I plan to have a girlfriend. And if I have a girlfriend, I need space. He needs space. I need space. I need to work. And need to work to be able to work. So I have the and I only use filtered water. I don't use tap water, and you can see no more lime scale. I only use filtered water. The rice cooker and my vacuum cleaner. My vacuum cleaner. I cleaned out the filter yesterday, so it's just sitting there dry. The vacuum cleaner, eggs. Michael was telling me how he couldn't believe I just leave my eggs sitting out like this. Well, these aren't washed. Now the one thing is that they're dirty. You have to be careful because they have crap all over them. The only two medications I take, vitamin D and fish oil. And then at night, if I'm tired, I'll take some magnesium at night. Paper towels. All my cleaning supplies are up here. These are all my cleaning supplies. All the cleaning supplies are up here. In here is my pantry. So I have sriracha sauce, salt, pepper, olive oil, fish oil, oyster sauce, peanut butter, jam. Here I keep, these are the smelly gels. You open it up and it smells nice. Those plates in here. Cups and another pantry are in here. So my sugar and coffee cups and my pasta, tuna, and rice are up there. Nothing's in here. Oh, sorry. Medicine. These are the rest of the medicines that I have here. Drawers. Top drawer is bags, cutlery, like the junk drawer with like garbage bags, Ziploc bags, aluminum foil, batteries, tape, and Tupperware. My 10-pound bucket of protein and creatine, a bucket, pots and pans. And then here it's all like empty. It's like junk that I don't use. And like storage is back there. 2 boxes of coconut water that I ordered delivered. That sits here. And my water bottles are over there. But this is crowded for me. Oh, this is going to go on the motorcycle. That's why I have it here. So this is a electric pump that I ordered, and it's going to go in the motorcycle. There. Once I get the bags, it's going to go in the motorcycle. And when I go swimming, take my goggles with me. So I told you guys I made a go bag. This is my go bag. This is my emergency bag that I leave sitting here. So what if in the event of an earthquake, I grab this bag and this bag. This bag has all my ID, water, coconut water, first aid kit, a mask, clothes, all my ID. This has my cash, all of my stuff. Oh, and the motorcycle key is extra motorcycle keys in here as well. This has my cash and everything in here. So I grab this bag and I run out the door in the event of an earthquake. That's my go bag. So let's see who else, what else everybody's saying here. So many people on the chat. I love it. I love it. Maybe I will go for a walk down to the beach if the weather holds up. I probably won't go in the water, but I will have. Yeah, Bam Bam. Let me tell you, Paul laughs every time I walk into his place and I walk down the hallway. I bump into everything. It's hilarious. So I forgot to show you guys food. Let me go through the comments and then I'll come. Yeah, Chris, I keep my place spotless. Like I had Paul's girlfriend Angel came over to see the place. She's like, Sam, your house is so clean. And I'm like, well, I like keeping it clean. I like it to be spotless at all times. You know, I might have like clothes laying around, but they're not on the floor. They're hung up. They're just like kind of like drying or like airing out because it gets really humid in here because I don't run the aircon. I don't run aircon. I run the dehumidifier. And sometimes I turn it off and leave the windows open, get some fresh air. Yeah, it is very narrow, but I love keeping it clean and organized. Yeah, the shower pole, I had to because just water was going everywhere. Which property is older? Bam Bam. So here's the way the structure is built. The first buildings that were made, as you come from the entrance, that's how the buildings were built. So as you get closer to the beach, the buildings are newer. Okay. So the first buildings were Tower 1 and 2, 8 Newtown, and the commercial buildings where the McDonald's is, closest to the entrance of Mactan Newtown. So the towers, the office towers, and 8 Newtown Tower 1 and 2 were the first ones built about 15 years ago. Then at the same time, they started building towers 3 and 4. They built towers 1 and A and B of One Pacific. That was phase 2. Phase 3 was Tower 3 or Tower C of One Pacific and Manchester Towers 1 and 2 or A and B of 8 Manchester. One Manchester. So One Manchester is a year or two newer than Tower C, where I am, of One Pacific. La Victoria is 3 months old. Pearl is coming online in a year. And then Poitotano, or whichever one is being built behind that, Towers 1 and 2 are 2 to 3 years down the road. The one that is being built on the beach is 5 years down the road. I'm going to be doing exclusive, just for you guys, a behind the scenes tour of the Pearl. I am being granted exclusive, never before seen inside the brand new Pearl, unfinished. I'm being granted access next week. I'm going to bring you that, guys. You're going to love it. And I'm going to be talking with a developer about where this place is going. I have seen in the last 9 months an explosion of development, commercial wise, and it can only become more with the opening of La Victoria. You have so much more new commercial space ready to open, and the amount of parking that they're trying to develop here because of the amount of people that are coming. It's incredible. Chris, Bikers are a little bit sensitive about you calling it a bike or bicycle. I'm a biker, not a bicyclist, and it's a motorcycle or a motorbike. We're kind of sensitive on that. It's just in all fun. It's all fun. Uh, oh, Paul, thanks, brother. Yeah, it's about two. Is it 2 years? Really? I didn't think it was. I thought it was older than that. Hey, Michael, nice to see you. I was just talking about you watching me with my eggs out on the counter. Let's just say, I hope you're really enjoying your time moving in. You were telling me yesterday. So Michael is one of obviously a subscriber. He came here from Davao with his wife, and they rented a place here at 1PR after meeting with my recommended agent. And they vetted everybody. They went through the whole process. Michael's a very meticulous guy. Really loves to get into the details and make sure that all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. They got their new TV yesterday. Hopefully that installation went well, brother. I saw the video. Thank you. Paul, yes, beach later. Actually, soon. I think I'm gonna. I was looking north, and it looked bad, but it kind of broke up. So I think we're going to head down to the beach. If the kids are with you, let's go down there. So I'm going to. We've been online now for 45 minutes. So in the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to start walking down to the beach. Okay. So it is 9:15. By 9:30, I'm going to head down to the beach. So I'll meet you guys. I'll meet you guys down there. Okay. Um, yeah, Pearl, you're going to get, Bam Bam, you're going to get to see that. Okay. You're going to get to see that. Um, Trent, you're not online right now. Oh, you are. You are. TT, you are. Good to see you, brother. You must be going out of your mind waiting for Thursday when your house finally closes. I think it's in America, it's called escrow, or like the whole process when you finally get the cash deposited into your bank is what I'm assuming. So you must be going crazy, brother. TT and I had a Zoom call earlier this week where we went over his plans. I sat down with him one on one, and I gave him my advice, and I asked him some questions, and he gave me his thought process. Because I say this all the time, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what mistakes I made, and I know what I should be doing to get to where I am. So I want to make sure that I match my experience with your thought process, because there's so much information out there that people just sometimes get overwhelmed. Bam Bam, we can't wait to have you here. And the faster you can take care of your stuff back home, the faster you can get here. And I want to make that transition as easy and painless as possible. There are steps that you'll forget. You're so focused on getting here that you'll forget some things. And then when you get here, you're like, oh, crap, I should have done that. It just makes that transition a little bit easier. So that's why I say, guys, click the link down below, click on Buy Me a Coconut, and look at my shop about the services that I provide to help you in that transition. Okay. Everything I have is available on my channel, or you can hire me to take care of it for you. But we're hoping to have TT here by the end of July, early August. We're looking forward to adding him to the family, to the Sammi and Cebu family, to the Mactan Newtown family. Guys, join the Mactan Newtown Facebook group. It is a private, members-only group. No sales stuff, no buy my condo, buy my furniture. I mean, unless someone asks, hey guys, I'm looking for a couch. Does anybody know where I can get a couch? Yes, yeah, I have it here. Um, you know, oh, hey guys, where can I get a good steak? I met somebody on the pool yesterday, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name, but he's a subscriber, and he is looking to move here, and kind of like there's a few hurdles that he has to like overcome to choose this over um, Angeles City. But I'm offering him some advice, and he said like the number one thing was like, I miss steak, and I said, by the way, you can go over to the Korean market called H Market and get beautiful grade A Australian, Brazilian, or American beef. It's frozen, but it's still good and it's a good price, right? So very important. All right. Bam Bam. I just got a message from my property manager. That is not an A unit. It can't be an A unit. So, okay, if they're advertising that it's an A unit, the pictures are not real. If the pictures are real, then it's not an A unit. That laundry room, that the picture you sent me, that laundry room is my laundry room. There's only 2 units in One Pacific that have that laundry room. That is an F unit and an M unit. I'm in an M. Okay. That is probably from the pictures that you sent me. The pictures you sent me all show me, all of them show me that is, half the pictures show me that is an F unit, and half the pictures show me that is this picture. Sorry. The picture of the laundry room, take a look at a picture of that laundry room again. That laundry room, the way the picture is taken, that you sent me the link, it is an M unit picture, because to the right of that picture, let me share this. Let me share this, okay? Oh, I can't share it. All right. Oh, here. Let me do this. All right. This is a picture of the laundry room that you sent me. Right? In the internet posting, they're saying that this unit, or you told me that this unit is in Tower A. That's Tower A right there. That's Tower A. That is the office building next door to Tower A. I know this for a fact. That's Tower A. This will be Tower B looking that way. This has to be an M unit. There's no way that this view can be generated from an F or an A unit. It's not possible. This is an M unit picture. Okay. The pictures that you sent me of the bedroom are showing me an F unit. So it's very confusing between the pictures and the title of what they said, what they're representing it, right? TT, well, good luck, brother. So 2 days is like Monday or Tuesday, or Wednesday, or what, Wednesday or Thursday or whatever it is. But good luck, brother. Yeah, you stress about that. It's like getting the call from the boss. Can we meet Friday at 4 o'clock? You're like, about what? Oh, we'll talk about it then. And you're like, oh, for the next 4 days, you're freaking out, right? I totally get it. And I know what it feels like, not closing a house, but moving to a new country is the same feeling, brother. And that excitement, just drive it, brother, drive it, capture it and use it to drive you forward. I'm so excited for you to get here. Um, Bam Bam, I'm so glad um, that you understand that what I'm offering is peace of mind. Okay. I'm not going to solve all your problems, but I'm going to help in the transition on the little bullshit things that you don't think about. And then when you're landing after 24 hours on an airplane, you're like, it's how much? Okay, fuck it. I'll just pay it. Oh, the air conditioning's not working and the machine's not working and the bed has no blanket. Fuck it. You're too tired to do that bullshit. Right. And that's what they're hoping for. That's what they're hoping for. Yeah. Hand holding all the way um, is what I love to have. That's why I hire VIP services at the airport. That's why I pay the extra because I don't want to do it myself. I'm tired. And I talked to TT about this and I said, all right, brother, business class, premium economy. And this is how I broke it down. I said, listen, you're going on an adventure. This is your first time in Southeast Asia. You want that adventure to be the best it can be without flying the Concorde, without staying at the Ritz Carlton. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying avail yourself of the luxuries that you are entitled to. You have worked 40 years for this. And I broke down the price difference between business class and premium economy. It looks like sticker shock. Premium economy is $1,500. Business class is $3,000. But when you divide the $1,500 difference on the 24 hours that you are from the time you leave home till the time you arrive in Cebu, it's $50 an hour. Is your time worth more than $50 an hour? That's all I'm saying. I leave it at that. Now you don't have to worry about luggage because you get 40 kilograms. Remember, that's 40 kilograms over 2 bags because each bag cannot be over 32 kilograms. So what you do is you get 2 medium-sized bags, 20 kilos each. Bob's your uncle. You don't have to worry about space. Here's the other thing I'm offering. When you come here on a vacation and you come here for 6 months, 3 months, and you go, Sam, I love it here. I'm going to go home, wrap shit up and come back. I'll store your stuff for you. You don't have to repack everything, take it home and bring it back. You can go home and bring back more shit. um, yeah, so Bam Bam, I think they were using fluff photos or it's just a generic, you know, the title is correct, that it is Tower A. It is on the 16th floor. It is what you said, A unit, but the pictures are not matching the um, description. I'm pretty sure that it is an A unit, that it is in Tower A, and that it is on the 16th floor. That's what they're advertising. The only problem with Tower A, corner unit, A unit, is that you are facing the construction, you're facing the street, and next door is the alleyway where the water trucks come and park and pump water 4 times a day, which is what you saw in my video from last year when I lived in 12G and I was facing the water trucks that time. That's why I don't stay on that side of the building. Do not stay on the left or on the right of Tower A or Tower C. Tower B, either side of the building is fine, and Tower A on the left side of the building and Tower C on the right side of the building, which is where I am. Those are what you should do. Guys, let me grab my stuff and get ready to go out. Do you guys have any questions? Let me go through my food. Let me go through my food. Let's see here. Let's start to pack up here. I have a remote control for the fan. I have a little fan here. Some delivery is coming to my house that I'm getting notifications for. All right. So I need this. the 360 microphone because I'm going to do a vlog down at the beach. I have to do a vlog. I'm running out of time. The week up the sound. Grab some stuff about a second. I'll show you my new toy. But but it's still a little toy. Laundry room. Yes. So Nope. So I wasn't watching the World Cup. Speaker. Fire. Sausage. Cheddar cheese. California orange cheddar cheese. That's my favorite. But the ingredients: salt, wet, and calories, carbs, sodium, calcium. Or is it favorite? The other mozzarella cheese. This is cheese. Pork, pork sausages. 30 milligrams of salt, 26 milligrams of cholesterol, saturated fat, 8 grams of protein, which is good. So whole wheat bread. It is processed, but it's unnecessary people. Like sauce. 30 degrees. So I set mine set it to 30 degrees Celsius dehumidifier. So it works really well. Of sparrow. That fly around catching fly the windows. So we're heading to the beach. And then, yeah, brother. It's my pleasure. Yeah, if you're going to purchase time from me, I'm grateful for that. But I'm doing it because I want people who are coming here to enjoy the time that they're here. So if they're enjoying the time, then relationships, I'm building community. The benefit for that. We just turn on this phone. Here's a little trick. You put the key in the door before you go out. Don't fumble for it. No, don't worry about that next week. When I get a smart lock. Bye. This Wi-Fi. Okay, it's connected. Hold on. And we're off to the races. Chris. Good to see you. That's the second Chris or first Chris? That's still the first Chris. All right. So I'm heading down to the beach right now. Oh, one of the tricks I learned is that not to put the microphone right up against my chest. I have it on my arm now, which is far away enough that it can catch what I'm saying. All right, guys. So we're going to lose connection for the next 30 seconds. So please stick around until we can come back. Okay. We're going to lose connection. We'll see you in 30. Waiting for the elevator. All right, we're going to lose you. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I'm in the parking garage heading to the beach. They're going to walk with me to the beach, as you guys have done so many times before. I take a little shortcut out the back way through the alley. This is where I used to live, was up there. This is the alley where I was talking about, where the trucks come in and pump the water 4 times a day. Gives you a headache. Oh, it's nice and breezy today. I love it. So I guess I forgot to go through my fridge and tell you guys what it is that I eat every day. So let's go with that while I walk down. So in the morning, I usually wake up with the sun, 5, 6 a.m. without fail, because I don't have blackout curtains anymore. I've chosen not to have blackout curtains. I may in the future put them back, because it all depends on if I get this American job. If that kicks off, I'm going to have to sleep in, which means I'm going to have to put in blackout curtains. But I think my body is just normally likes to wake up with the sun. It's something I've always had, and I don't mind it. I like taking afternoon naps. For some not weird reason, but for some reason I like it. So here comes one of these trucks. This is one of the water trucks I was talking about. that you're going to find at every tower in every building. And the reason behind that is because there is not enough water pressure in the main pipe in Lapu-Lapu to come up here to this area. So they have to pump water in every day. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 6 times a day, depending on how busy the building is. Now, the other thing is that the water prices here are not bad compared to, they're the same city water prices. So there's that. Electricity prices are high though here, very high. I'm scared to see my electricity bill. I'm probably thinking it's going to be upwards of $100 or more for 1 month. All right, so for breakfast, coffee, a glass of coconut water, and the the supplements, omega-3 and vitamin D, and fruit. Then I go to the gym, I work out, I take my creatine and 20 grams of protein while I'm working out. I finish that off, come home. All right, we lost you again there. Hopefully you're back now, nice and clear and clean. I can't read the comments, so just hold off on the comments until I sit down. So we lost you again. Walking down here, the cell phone service is not the best. So that's sorry about that, guys. So in the afternoon, what happens is, so I'm back at the condo by 12:30 local time. So that's when I'm having my lunch, per se, my big meal. In the interim, between going to the gym and coming home, I've probably done a little bit of YouTube work. If it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, like Monday, Wednesdays, I'll stay home because I have class. So I've no use going to the pool or to the beach pool, the swimming pool. But the reason I go is so I can socialize. There's nobody at my pool. So I'll go to the pool, and by 3 o'clock, I'm done and head back home and work. When I get home or in the afternoon, that's when I'll make my dinner. I'll usually have my dinner around 4, 5, 6 p.m., which will be rice, protein, and vegetables. Another glass of coconut water. During the day, I'll have 2 cans of soda water, no sugar, just water with bubbles. I enjoy it. It's refreshing, cold. And during the day, I'll drink at least 2 liters of water. And then for dinner, like I said, I have that, which I've been preparing. And then by 9:30, 10 o'clock, Paul and I go for another walk. We might have an ice cream or a yogurt. Good morning, sir. How are you? Good, good, good. Have a wonderful morning. Ooh, it's busy. Hello, guys. How are you? Good to see you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies. Tower C, 14M, ma'am. Thank you. Morning, sir. How are you? Um, so then lunch or dinner and then snack. So we go for a walk. We'll go for a walk down by, we'll take a 20, 30-minute walk around just to exercise and catch up and hang out. And then bed early. I like to get to bed by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock the latest. And then I do it all over again. Weekends are the only times that I will go out. Weekends are where I will make plans Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Tuesdays, right now, I have the full day off. I have like a couple of classes at like 8 o'clock at night, which is when which is why I like to go hang out at the pool or whatever, do something. Wow, it's busy today. Hello, ladies, gentlemen. How are you? Good morning. Let's find a nice spot here. Oh, there we go. See. All right. Nothing on the chat. You guys haven't said anything. So warm. Chris, enjoy your day. All right. Take care. Thanks for joining us today. Okay. I really appreciate it. Lots of love, brother. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and join us. All right. Ah, beautiful, beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. It was crowded with people, everyone having fun. Oh, I'm at the pool, so obviously you can, if you're watching, you can join. Ah, it is hot. Let me see if my cat's here. And if you have to go to the vet in like 3 months, it's about 8 or 9 months now. Oh, it's Christmas time. So yeah, the cat's eating right now. Kind of adopted that cat. You know, I've gotten food, and we're planning on. She's already been spayed and neutered, and she's had her initial shots, so she has to go for her 1 year shot coming up soon. 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 months. July, August, September, maybe like by October, we'll take her to the vet. Um, I'll probably do that myself. Get a box. I'm not going to buy a crate just for that. Just get her a box, take her to the vet, find out which vet, the good one around here, and take her to the vet. I'll do it myself. If she trusts me, I'll cover the cost. If you guys want to help donate for that, let me know. I appreciate it. It's not going to be expensive, but it's not my cat. It's the pool's cat. I love her the same. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. So I call this the beach pool, not the beach. It's the beach pool. Oh, Ryan. Ryan is texting me. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So, well, water quality. The water quality, I don't know the answer to it, like the legitimate answer to it, but I'll give you my opinion. And it happened in Korea as well and in Thailand. It's the infrastructure. The infrastructure was laid down decades ago, sometimes even maybe a century ago. Those pipes, the cost to replace them or repair them or insulate them against this water issue is just too expensive. It's too expensive. So they've decided to say that all water is not potable. Potable means consumable. Um, you can use it to cook with, you can use it to brush your teeth and wash your face, but you can't consume it because I don't know what's inside of it. It's not dirty. It's just not 100% safe. You can get sick from it. The other main concern is it's got a lot of lime and calcium in it. You just have to look at your shower window or your pipes after a week of using this, after a day of using this. I had so many issues with blockages. Even my bidet, like you look at the calcium. Um, even even my water kettle, after just one day, it's just all white on the inside. Now that I'm using regular water, no problem whatsoever. So my point being, ensure that you, um, sorry. And then the other thing is the water filtration plants are not, um, I'm going to assume that they use desalination. I'm going to assume that because when I taste the water, I can taste, when I when I'm in the shower and you can taste it, the saltiness. It's got that smell to it. In Korea, it was all piping issues, and also they had some deaths about 25 years ago, and nobody trusts the government in Korea. They don't trust the government. They get used to certain things and they never change. So nobody drinks the water, even though the water is clean. Nobody drinks the water. They use water delivery services. Um, so yeah. So I'm going to assume I haven't for the two places that I've been, Cebu and Subic Bay. I'm going to tell you that yes, those two places you cannot drink the water. 100%, you cannot drink the water. Whether it's bacteria or not, let me look into that. Let me look into that a little bit later and find out. But it's not anything that is on the radar of the people here. They all drink bottled water, filtered water. It's a business here. It's a good business here. Yes, I've seen that. So I used to follow. Well, I still follow Outdoor Boys, and he's got that water filtration pack that basically you can take any kind of dirty water and it cleans it. I'm not going to drink my own urine. No, thank you. I'm sorry. I'll carry water before I have to drink my own filtered urine. Let me tell you that. I think that on an individual scale, and this is I'm just assuming here. Okay, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna take a guess based on my business experience. Is that on a small scale, it's cheap for the result. Like if you're going backpacking and you want to have water, then yes, that is a cost-effective way of treating water in a small scale solution. Those filters, though, are not cheap and they don't work forever. You have to keep replacing them. On a large industrial scale or citywide, countrywide scale, it's not I'm going to say it's not feasible, right? It's not feasible. And I'm going to say it's not a priority. If you spend the millions and millions of dollars to improve the water system, that it's potable, how many people are you putting out of business? Think about that, right? For the last 50 years, there's been an industry that has been set up on finding the water, pumping the water, delivering the water, collecting, making the bottles, right? So that whole business is gone. So it's not in the best interest of the economy to do that. So, which is why in Toronto, the subway system used little tokens up until the 90s because the unions fought management on switching to automation because they would lose the 50 or 60 employees who were working collecting money for those tokens. So there we're talking about 50 to maybe 100 employees. Can you imagine the infrastructure in an entire country for water delivery and manufacturing and bottling? Yeah, it's this never going to happen. Never, 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 never. Um, the truck, like, I mean, you saw the trucks all the way from the little water bottles that are you find for 9 pesos in the store. And oh, I have the other important thing: the water, the 1 peso water bag machines that you find all over the country. See, it is going to rain. I have to keep an eye out because the storms are coming in from the north. They're not coming in from this direction. This direction, you can see it looks nice and it's sunny here, but over there it's bloody dark and cloudy. To be careful about this. I hate getting caught in the rain, especially with the amount of lightning we have here. I hate that. Um, um, and and I don't like being caught out in lightning. Bam Bam. I think also that the water treatment plants, it's a big investment, right? First of all, in the US, you have space and the infrastructure costs of that water treatment facility are passed on to the taxpayer, right? Here, water is I think, again, I'm ignorant. I think water here is a human right because one of the few things that people need the government to provide to survive. It's not a luxury. Whereas in the United States, that cost is passed down to the taxpayer. Here, there's not a lot of taxpayers because you have a lot of squatters and stuff. So, pool day for you is a big adventure and in luggage. Holy cow! Wow, he's carrying like all the toys and like things for his family. Oh, happy Father's Day! You're welcome. Um, he's carrying all the like the whole blanket full of toys and stuff for his family. Kids moving from one spot to another spot because there's a spot opened up there. I thought that's really cute. Uh, Life here is just way too perfect. Yeah, and I don't. Okay, I'm business friendly. I've always been business friendly. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. What I'm saying is that it is the company that set it up is the one that invested in it. Why shouldn't they recoup their money, right? Why shouldn't they? There's nothing wrong with having uh, not a monopoly, but having. I'm just going to move. I've been here for like an hour, and I don't know about it. I can sit there, and when they come back, you can say, "Oh, hey, it's all family, right? We're all family, right? We're sharing, right?" I'll just say there's a table that I was just sitting at. And I just made room for the next family that came in. And there's like a, a shorts and a towel or something there. And I'm like, hey, they haven't come in an hour. I don't know whose it is. So kind of like sharing. So we're all family here. All right. So yeah, Chris, great question. Great freaking question. I ask it all the time. And Thailand and Philippines have a huge glut. Some people say that in Philippines and Thailand, it's over 60% of condos are unsold or unoccupied. That includes pre-built, right? I will tell you, you guys have seen me point to all the empty units. Like on my condo floor, there's empty units. One unit, not even furnished, like totally empty. No, not even a kitchen. So the answer, I don't know. A lot of upper middle class Filipinos and foreigners see a beach condo or a condominium project like this as an investment, wealth transfer, maybe, or I don't want to say money laundering, but definitely a way of locking in funds. So, for example, I don't know about here, but in Canada and US, if you lose money on investment, you can carry forward that loss to your other profits. So, for example, if you invest in gold, stock, crypto, or whatever, and you're making money like I did, 160% profit, I'm going to pay tax on that 160% profit. But if I bought a condo and I'm losing money every year on that condo because it's not renting, I can claim that loss against the profit. So I still own the asset. And when I sell it, I'll make money. But in the interim, the money that I would have paid taxes on my other profits, I'm not losing. So again, I'm not a tax expert, but I wanted to make that point, right? That there's some people, it's not an empty condo, it is a tax write-off. So that's 50-50 what might be there, right? Who knows? I'm not an expert, but there are a lot of empty condos. A lot of empty condos. Um, going back to the food question. Uh, like I eat out. I have friends coming shortly. I think they might be leaving. Yeah. So, look at that luck. Look at that luck, right? Happy Father's Day. You're welcome. How many kids? Two, and how many grandkids? Not yet? Not yet. Still too young. Still too young. All right. Congratulations. Zero for me. That's why I look so young. How old are you? I'm 60. No girlfriend, no wife, no babies, no stress. Have a great day. But I'm lonely. I'm happy, but I'm lonely. uh, Hey, Chris, no problem. We can always guess at the answer, but they're selling, like people are buying. And just because the unit is empty doesn't mean it's not sold, right? There is, like in the big cities, there is a glut from what I've heard from like online reports, like not just like other YouTubers, not just like, but these are actually national accredited uh, agencies saying that, you know, there is a glut of units that are not sold on finished buildings. I know for a fact that 95% of the units in Mactan Newtown are sold, except for the pre-construction. I don't know about that, but I'm going to find that out later. Um, so from a business perspective, and because like I have an MBA, I kind of understand the concept of purchasing real estate and then using that as an investment uh, venue in a larger portfolio. If you are coming here as a retiree and thinking about buying an investment property or a retirement property, it all depends on your financial goals. And that's where an investment advisor or financial advisor comes into play. Me personally, my investment goals are not aligned with purchasing real estate. Absolutely not. I never, ever, ever will. I will look into it. And if I find an opportunity that maybe fits my long-term goal, investment in real estate is a long-term plan. Um, you have to have an end game, an exit strategy. And depending on the type of purchase, there's lease to own, there's leasehold, there's freehold, there's uh, rental only or lease only. There's different rules. It is getting cloudier. I am not happy with the way those clouds are coming in. Got to keep an eye on that. Um, so there's different rules here in the Philippines on what you can and cannot do. So why put money into something just to save in the short term? People say, oh, you can get lease to own for like 10,000 pesos a month. I'm like, yeah, but maybe in the future. It's just my investment strategy, my portfolio strategy, my end game. I don't have anyone to give it to. I don't have the, my portfolio is full right now. All of my money is invested. I don't have any extra money to invest in something of that magnitude without losing money, losing my passive income right now. My passive income I'm getting from my stocks, my gold, and my term deposits. If I were to invest in real estate, I would have to pretty well gut my portfolio for any. I saw a unit for 75,000 US dollars, a one bedroom corner unit. Bam Bam showed me one. I've seen as low as 65,000 US dollars cash sales. That's not a lot of money. I have that money. But I'm just not interested in purchasing something like that. I can pay rent, and it would take 20 years for me to recoup that investment. And I've done the calculations. It's just not in my portfolio. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no wife, no worries. I've talked about this many, 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 many times. There are three stresses in life. Health stress. If you're not healthy, it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your finance. Financial stress. If you're not financially secure, it's going to affect your health, which is going to affect your stress, which is going to affect your finances. And then the final thing is relationship stress. Relationship stress carries a lot of weight because it adds to your health and your finances, right? So if you don't have a good relationship, if you have stress in a relationship, if your relationship is toxic, if your relationship causes a lot of financial worry, it adds to your physical worries, which adds to your financial worries, which adds to your relationship stress. It's a big, big complex circle, which is something that I've learned in life. And if you eliminate all of the stresses in your life, you can live a very happy life without worry, without wrinkle. I don't do anything to my face. I'm blessed with good genetics. I am. I'll be very honest about that. I'm blessed with good genetics. But at the end of the day, I've seen people in my high school. I've seen people, my own relatives. Age has not been good to them. Stress causes wrinkles. My younger brother has wrinkles. We're the same genetics. He has a very stressful life. He enjoys it, but you know, and he exercises and diets well so that it doesn't affect him as much. But guy's got wrinkles. I don't. I don't even have eye wrinkles. Look at that. Crow's feet. I don't have forehead wrinkles. I don't know what's going on with me. And I'm feeling younger and younger every day. Every day. Every day I go to the gym. Every day I come home and I'm like, "Ugh." You know, I feel so good. Um, yeah, Chris. So like going back to your point about, tax write-offs and things like that. I don't want to make assumptions, right? But that's the thing. People go, oh, they're selling these and it's not, they're selling them and, trying to scam people. No, 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 no. People are buying them. They're buying them for their own reason. Yes, they're marketing it as an investment opportunity and you can, you can buy into a hotel style arrangement where you get 30 days a year to use the condo, but you earn money from it. Otherwise, you don't pay a mortgage. And at the end, you own it or something like that. I've seen those before. Um, Not a good investment, in my opinion. They they market it as a good thing, but if it was a good thing, everybody would be doing it, right? That's what I say. That's why you see these things online. You see, like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do this drop shipping. Well, if it's so successful, if you teach everybody to do it, then nobody's going to be making money out of it. I'll give you an example. OnlyFans. Everybody talks about the OnlyFans. And then you see the reality is that only 1% make it. Everybody else gets internet shamed and then only makes like a couple $100 a month. Even YouTube. Everybody thinks they can be Mr. Beast. No, less than 7% of why is this fly loving my legs? Less than 7% of YouTubers are monetized. Active YouTubers are monetized. And of that 7%, less than 5% are actually making a living off of YouTube. I hope to be that 5%. You guys help. I don't need a lot. I need 1,000 views on each vlog. If I do 5 vlogs a week, if I get 1,000 views, I'll make my monthly budget. That's all I need from you guys' help. Or if you want to support, if you like what I'm doing, if you truly like what I'm doing and you see value in it and you want to support, sponsor, click the link down below and buy me a coconut. I would greatly appreciate that. I want to buy new equipment until I don't buy on credit. Until I have the cash, I don't buy things. I've always been like that. I've always been disciplined. Um, I only buy things with the money that I have in the bank. I'll use a credit card to buy it, but I'll pay the credit card off right away. I don't carry uh, a balance. What else is going on next week? Uh, I'm trying to get Mega World to follow up with me, but nobody's calling me back, and I'm like, why? So I'm gonna reach out to some other people. I got my new business cards made, and my next tranche of business cards, I'm gonna have sponsorship on those business cards. So I'm gonna go to each one of the businesses around here and see what I can do to get them to sponsor me with a tiny bit of money, just so I can get, t-shirts, business cards, things like that done, promote and market the local. I want to hustle. I want to hustle and get every little bit. I get a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. It all adds up. You know, if I can make $100 a month, that's my parking. If I can make $100 a month from a couple $100 a month from YouTube, that's my food budget. If I can make some money from a job here, that's my rent. Everything that I do that adds to my Philippine budget is beneficial because it doesn't take away from my capital investment earnings, which goes towards my long-term goals, right? I'm I haven't got it like a business plan nailed down, but I have an idea of a business plan. I got to really take a look at this cloud, which direction it's coming. Yeah, I think Angel's watch got delivered today. All right, what are we? Wow, 2 hours, guys. All right, I'm gonna wrap things up today because I got to get into the water. It is so hot. I want to say thank you to everyone who has logged on. This is probably one of the better streams I've had in the top three, I'm going to say, of streams with you guys participating. I love that. I absolutely love that. It's Saturday night in North America. And I absolutely love you guys joining me for my silly adventures in Cebu. Thank you. What more can I do? What more can I say? Comment and let me know. Let me know how I can improve my content. What can I change? Yeah, Chris, you know, working online, I've built a business of working online. The problem is when you work online for somebody, a lot of the return on investment is very low. Like we're talking $12 an hour. It's what's going on here. I don't know why it's lagging here. Is it lagging on your end? Anyway, let's see. It's lagging on mine, but I don't know if it's lagging here. So you guys let me know. All right. So uh, I'm wary of online because unless it's from a reputable firm, from someone who I trust or anything, it's very difficult for me to get on board. First of all, the amount of work that is required to achieve any financial gain is incredible amount. Right now, I sit on my desk for 50 minutes and I play a video for 2 minutes and then the student explains the video to me and I correct one or two grammar mistakes. And I get paid $85 an hour to do that. US. You tell me how I can improve upon that. And now I didn't get that job overnight. It took me 15 years to develop that job, right? I have a reputation, I have a resume, and I have connection back in Korea. And I'll tell you this, I'm seeing like some right now in Korea, I'm seeing online teachers for kids at $12 to $15 an hour. And I'm like, the Chinese ones that you can teach online are like $7 to $10 an hour. Here in the Philippines, it's $2 to $5 an hour. So thank you for like offering suggestions and help. The reality is that no, I doubt that there is anything out there that can pay me as much as I make for as little work as I do. I could get more, but I would have to work more, and I'm not interested in working more. Not interested in working more. I'm so lazy. I'm towards the end of my career, right? So I'm meeting with some people to talk about some work, and the work is quite intense, but the return is incredible. And I'm interested in it because the financial gain is there. So a lot of these online work, if you see somebody advertising something for you to make money, 90% of it is fluff. Okay? Because why are they advertising? If they were that in desire or that great, wouldn't it be better if they had internal, right? Do they need that many people that they need to advertise online? Right? Like it doesn't click me as a business person. Okay. If I had an office, a call center, and I had people working all over the world, I would say, guys, reach out to your friends. You know who they are. You trust them. I trust you. Let's join them into our company. Right? It's far cheaper than putting advertising out on the internet that goes out all over the world that gets any Tom, Dick, and Henry. Right? So, you know, we come from a generation that suspects everything, right? Doesn't trust. So that's my position on a lot of advertising. I don't believe any of it because it just doesn't make sense to me from a business model. If you can make it make sense, which I have seen a few that make sense to me, but just general call, like typing, doing, all of these things. Oh, you can work from home and make, $3,000 a month. No, you can't. No, you can't. Everybody would be doing it. Right? What are you selling that is giving you $3,000 a month where the company is also making money? It doesn't exist. It just doesn't make sense. Payroll should be less than 20% of what the company earns. So if you're getting $3,000, what is the company earning? Just doesn't make sense. Right? So be careful when you look at advertising. Be very careful. We come from that generation. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Okay. Guys, I'm going to wrap things up for today. And I'm going to tell you guys, please remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. Be kind. Be supportive. Be helpful. Be happy. That's the most important thing. Be happy. And remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. We'll see you all on the other side.